Hello, welcome back to Just Smell Better, the best fragrance channel in the world. Today we are actually doing fragrance clone wars or battles, which is a thing I never really looked forward to doing because I am horrible at telling things apart when they smell 99% similar. So I might be horrible at this, but I thought, why not? Let me give it a try because I looked in my collection and I saw 6 different battles that I could do, and I thought, why not? It would be fun. I'll give it a try. We're taking into consideration the price, the smell, the performance, longevity, all that nerd stuff. So without further ado, let's do clone wars. Let's start off with the one I know you guys are waiting for, the brand new Khadlaj Island Dreams. The hype is unreal. The hype is crazy. People were like, bro, I put my link on the TikTok shop for Beauty House and I found out that it's sold out on Beauty House. Now, I only made 2 sales, so don't think I sold it all. But the point is, people are blind buying this one like crazy without even knowing if it's good, if it's better than the original, or if it's better than the first Louis Vuitton Symphony clone, Game of Spades Emerald. Why is my camera too high? Hold up, that's a little bit better. Game of Spades Emerald was my first chance to wear the Symphony DNA outside of a Louis Vuitton store, and it impressed me so much. I've been hyping this one up a lot because I do love this smell. It has ginger, it has bergamot, it is really popping, really fruity, and still pretty fresh. Now the one downside, and I know you guys can tell where I'm going with this, is that Game of Spades, as much as I love the brand, are getting greedy. They've always been greedy, and they're pricing their clones at $80, which is unreal. It's horrible. No clone should be above $50, and that is where Kalatch comes in. They come in and save our bank accounts because this Khadlaj Island Dreams is only $40. At least it was $40. It is now down to $37, and I am sure it's gonna keep going down all the way down to $27 like Khadlaj Island. I had a chance to wear this one to work today. I went to work like at 9 a.m. and right now I was laying in my bed around 7 p.m. and I can still smell it. So that is how much, like 12, 13, that is like 14 hours later, I can still smell it on my shirt, which is more than the Game of Spades. So that is another point for Khadlaj Island Dreams. Now this one does last, no, it doesn't last longer, it is stronger. I'll give it its props. This one is definitely a little bit more bold. My mom smelled both of these and she said that she got a little bit more of lemon or like citruses in this one, and I agree. This one's a little bit more fruity, more strong. When I wear it, it projects a little bit more than what Khadlaj Island Dreams did. This one was more close to the skin, and it kind of just stuck in my shirt. With the sprays that I did on my neck, I couldn't really like get any of it. And so projection or like beast mode performance goes to Game of Spades Emerald, but longevity goes to Kalatch. So when it comes to performance, it is 50-50. They both got their strongs and their weaknesses. At this point, it just comes to the deciding factor, which is the price. I'm going for Khadlaj Island Dreams 100% of the time. It's up to you. If you care more about strength, then this one is gonna be your go-to. If you care about longevity and price point, then Khadlaj Island Dreams is the winner, which is why it is a winner for me. They both smell amazing, but this one just does it a little bit better in my opinion, and I gotta pay less for it. It's a win-win. I'm going Khadlaj Island Dreams all day. Let's go with Lattafa Art of Universe and Afnan Turathi Electric. This one, bro, they're too similar to tell, but the only differences that I've noticed is that Afnan, this one, I think it has a little bit of like a vanilla notes in the base, and Lattafa doesn't have that vanilla note. It still has that amber, which gives it the depth that it has, which makes it like a mixture between a blue, citrusy, fruity fragrance, but also something warm in there. And Arts of Universe does have a minty note, so when it comes to smell, honestly, like the average person, which is me, are not gonna be able to tell a single difference. Performance-wise, it's pretty similar for me again. Like Like I said, I'm not the type of person to count down the hours to see how long it lasts, except when I do these videos and I gotta keep it on the back of my mind. They had pretty good performance, which is surprising because I sprayed blue Talisman, like the real one, the cologne that this one clones, and that one it went away pretty quickly. Like I sprayed it on store, I went back home and it was gone. When it comes to strength, I feel like Lattafa Art of Universe beats Afnan Turathi by just a very little bit. I don't know what it is. It just feels a little bit more fruity and synthetic, even though they got the same ingredient. I don't know about ingredients, but the same notes. And the price is now about the same. I paid around $30, $32 for Lattafa. And at first I paid $40 for this one because it was brand new. But now, like I said, when you wait, the price goes down. And now they are both around $33 to $35. So this one just comes down to personal preference. And I'm gonna have to give the point to Lattafa Arts of Universe. I don't know why I like it just a little bit more. I can't nitpick every little detail. I just know what I like, and I like Lattafa Arts of Universe a little bit more than I do Afnan Turathi Electric. They're both pretty good though. Let's get an easy one out of the way. We're gonna compare Club de Nuit Intense Man against what's the competitor gonna be like? It's this one. This trash ass cologne Lattafa, what is this? Qaed AL Fursan. This isn't even a competition. This is like a little comedy section in the middle. Club de Nuit is one of my most complimented fragrances of all time, one of my favorites, and this is literally my worst cologne in my collection, ranked like number 100 out of 100. It's horrible. People say this is inspired by Creed Aventus, which I don't get. I don't get any resemblance to that or to Club de Nuit. So to me, this is not a competition, but people claim it's a clone of the same thing. So I had to include it just for a little laugh. Club de Nuit wins 100 times out of 100. Let's even put it out of frame, man. I don't want to see that shit. Let's go to some big boys who right now I don't even know who's gonna win. This is Rasasi Hawas Elixir versus the new Afnan 9 PM Elixir. Now this one's a little bit of a weird one because I haven't gotten a chance to wear both of these because it's summer. Don't call me a fraud, don't call me a fake reviewer. It is summer. I am not gonna wear any elixirs. I'm waiting until at least September. And so this is based on just me sniffing it out of the bottle. Damn, it's pretty good. It is dark and just full of incense. Smells like Lattafa Qaed Ducan, which I do like. Both of these are clones of Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. This one, Hawas Elixir, I think it's a clone of the original Elixir, and I'm pretty sure from what people have been saying on TikTok, Afnan 9 PM Elixir is a clone of the new Jean Paul Gaultier Elixir Absolute, which I know those two Jean Paul Gaultiers are different fragrances, but let's be honest, they smell pretty much the same. From what I can tell, Rasasi Hawas Elixir, it is more of a chocolatey, creamy, smooth scent. It focuses more on the vanilla, on the ambers. It makes it more gourmand. And the new 9 PM focuses more on the incense, on the spices. If you like your spices, your incense, you like smelling like a fall candle, then 9 PM Elixir is gonna be your go-to. And then if you're more of a fan of the vanilla gourmand smell, you wanna smell edible, then Hawas Elixir is gonna be the one for you. As weird as it sounds, I might have to go for the 9 PM. I feel like if I'm gonna wear like a sweet scent, I want it to still smell a little bit masculine. And so I do like the spices that 9 PM has. I did claim it was not worth a full bottle, at least right now when it comes to $50. So probably wait until it drops in price and it's the same price as the Hawas Elixir, which now you can find around $30 to $27 even. But I feel like 9 PM has more character, it has more depth to it other than just like a sweet chocolatey scent. So I feel like this one just has a little bit more personality and it stands out a little bit more. Let's go to another big one. We got Lattafa Opulent Dubai. We got Joe Milano Roll It One with the little roulette. Hopefully the camera picks it up. And we got Gulf Orchid Mango Ice. 3 big boys right here. Which one do I prefer? First and foremost, is that what you say? First of all, we're getting rid of Joe Milano, man. Again, Joe Milano, the same guy who makes the game of Spades. This is a clone of God of Fire, and it is still $100. Bro, I can just buy God of Fire for $200, $100 more. Smells like intense mango, smells really good, man. It smells pretty amazing, but I'm not paying $100. Well, I did pay $100 unfortunately for a cologne, but I'm not gonna recommend it to anyone else when you got these bad boys right here for $30 and $27. Both of these are amazing. You cannot go wrong with either of these. I find that Mango Ice is maybe the most realistic mango. To me, this one smells like a straight up mangonada or like a mango with chile ice cream. Smells pretty good, man, pretty good. And Lattafa Opulent Dubai smells to me like FB Fragrances says a mango slushy. I don't know why it feels a little bit watered down, but more refreshing. Performance wise, I find that Opulent Dubai is a little bit better. I've noticed that it just stays on me a little bit more and it projects a little bit more than Mango Ice. Not a big difference though. So I have gotten a chance to wear both of these and I think I prefer Lattafa Opulent Dubai, even though I used to be the biggest Lattafa hater because of Lattafa Qaed AL Fursan. They've been doing some good clones, especially this one, man, cologne that caught a fire. The final clone battle is gonna be between two stinkers. This is Liquid Brun by Fragrance World and Khadlaj Island Vanilla Dunes by Kalatch. Why are they stinkers, you may ask? Not because they don't clone the fragrance well, it's because they clone it pretty well. And the fragrance is Parfums de Marley Altair, one of the most hyped up colognes and one of my biggest ops when it comes to fragrances. I don't like that cologne, man. I don't really like it. And so this one, I just gotta give it to the most realistic smelling, like PDM, because that is what you guys care about. It's gotta be Liquid Brun. I don't know what it is about the Kalatch Island DNA from this one. It is just missing something. It feels like a watered down vanilla. It is missing some darkness and booziness in there, which makes it the real Altair DNA. This one feels a little bit more like creamy, like edible. Like I actually want to eat this. It smells like a vanilla dessert, and this one, man, just it's a little bit fresher, which I would expect to like, but it just doesn't work that well when it's mixed with this DNA. So I'm gonna give the point to the one that actually does the job well. They're both around the same price at $33 on Joma Shop or TikTok Shop, so there is no difference. They're both pretty good options, but if you want the most realistic smelling like PDM Althair, then Liquid Brun is your best choice. Not my favorite, but I gotta be objective here. This one's just Liquid Brun is just a little bit better. So this was Clone Wars with Just Smell Better, man. Which clones can have you just smelling better? I got you. Let me know if I cooked here. You can sample all of these clones and every single fragrance in my collection in my sampling website, smellbettersamples.com. The link is in the description. This is something that makes my website stand out. Most sampling websites don't allow you to sample clones. I don't know why. Maybe they think they're not profitable because they're so cheap, or maybe they think that you guys don't want to sample clones because, I mean, why sample when you can just blind buy for $30? It's only $30, but you can blind buy every single clone. There are so many out there. This right here is like $500 in clones. I found a little gap in the market and you guys have been sampling my cologne, so thank you very much for all the support. We're on the road to 10K subs. Thank you for watching. Just smell better.